Monto la bestia, me subo en el tren. Es el correo de la sombra. Amigos miran de Veracruz el cartel. Los niños salen ahora. Ciudad Río Bravo, Canal de la Mona. Warren, Arizona, Estreche, Florida. Me lanzo ya con mercadería.
O sea, ni siquiera sé si esté lista para hablar de esto, sobre lo que esta cosa hizo a mi cuerpo. Quizá lo mejor sea empezar por el principio.
Dear travelers, to stop the spread of coronavirus, we stay 1.5 meters apart at the platforms, the stops and in the vehicles. Do not travel unless absolutely essential. 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 Essential.
Well, I actually didn't know I was an essential worker until the coronavirus crisis. It was until then when the world started calling us like that. I've been working in that port of Rotterdam for 2 years already. And for me, it had always been some kind of part-time precarious job. Something that basically I needed to do in order to pay for my interior architecture degree. As a non-EU, I have to pay 1,000 euros a month. How do you do that? Unless you have rich parents. You have to have some side job. Part-time reality became my entire economic reality. And I just have to keep on going. How do you pay your rent? How do you pay your bills? How do you basically survive? Earning the minimum amount per hour anyway. Yeah, it was quite shit actually. Las cuarentenas causadas por la pandemia del COVID-19 y la movilización masiva de trabajadores de clase media al hogar habían reforzado el posicionamiento de los supermercados en línea como una industria líder en Holanda. Las ganancias no se hicieron esperar. Todo el mundo estaba comprando en línea, las órdenes se incrementaron, la variedad de productos, se abrieron más almacenes, se contrataban más trabajadores. Cada vez se contrataban menos viejitos y muchos más robots. Y sí, esa soy yo. Mientras que para el centro de distribución la pandemia significó incrementales y asquerosas ganancias, para mí fue a través de la pandemia que finalmente entendí mi lugar en la sociedad holandesa. I remember the metro being so empty. I've never heard so much silence on a metro station. Public transport suddenly became the private transport of essential workers. The streets were deserted during the lockdown, and then during the curfew it was even more exacerbated. Suddenly the empty cities at midnight became the privilege of the unprivileged. And there's even a castle. A fucking castle. Of course, right now the castle is not the castle anymore, but it's like a luxury hotel owned by the P Corporation. The inhabitants of this village do not only own the Mercedes and boat and pink horses and the cottages with big windows that surround the street, but also some of the architectures of containment of the port. So I'm on my way to work now. Yeah, I don't know what else can I say. This is the road I've been going on for 2 years, and this is where the universe of the rich ends. Just this little door. It's a separation between the spaces of countryside, idyllic privilege, and horses and hairy cows that are probably somewhere. And as you can see here, it's just there. This is the factory where I work. It's just all separated by a wall, walking distance, worlds of separation. A pesar de la sofisticación del primer centro automatizado, los enormes almacenes industriales, ubicados principalmente en las afueras de las ciudades holandesas más grandes, siguen siendo el corazón palpitante de la industria de los supermercados en línea. Y su fuerza laboral, cientos de trabajadores migrantes y racializados, el corazón palpitante del capitalismo neoliberal holandés.
En toda labor u ocupación hay un elemento de diversión. Se busca ese elemento y... ¡snap! El trabajo es un juego.
Y es que si hay algo que caracteriza el capitalismo contemporáneo, es su extrema ludificación. En Holanda, uno de los países más industrializados del mundo, esta ludificación se vuelve obscena y excesiva. El capitalismo holandés instrumentaliza la inclinación humana hacia el juego y la lleva hacia la autoexplotación y la perpetuación del racismo en contra de trabajadores migrantes y racializados.
Y su quehacer convierte en diversión.
La pandemia me hizo entender que el trabajo siempre había sido un juego, solo que ahora se había convertido en un juego más riesgoso, un juego de deseo racial al que solo estamos expuestos nosotros, los trabajadores esenciales, en nuestros cuerpos racializados y desechables.
Bueno, llegó el hijo de puta, muchachos. ¿Y cómo baila el hijo de puta? hijo de puta es gerente de la factoría donde laboro yo. Él trata muy mal a la gente con este salario que nos implantó. Por esta vida tan perra de esta gorda, liando la voy a acabar. Ya no aguanto este tarado del patrón, mastique y no puedo tragar.
We had been told the cows were brought from Scotland to keep the grass short. While they were apparently inoffensive, everybody was still afraid of encountering them. I too was petrified, especially since they were always on our way to work. Yet, after all this time working at the Fulfilment Center, I could start recognizing myself in these hairy figures. Just as I was a brown immigrant brought to the port to move humans and milk, the cows had also been brought here for a different kind of labor. As I passed the cows, feeling their breath next to me, I imagined becoming one of them, something other than myself in that moment in these circumstances, finally embodying the violence that had frightened and exploited my body for so long. I felt myself mutating into a half cow, half machine, still a Mexican immigrant. My body felt unusually warm and big. My now hairy arms were well equipped, the scanner I used for work, now an intrinsic part of them. 2 of my 4 legs were not entirely hairy, but metallic and long, still wearing industrial boots. Now, as this mutant other, I continued my journey. I passed by the stupid colonial castle again, briefly stopping to dance in front of it. I passed by the wealthy cottages and finally stopped under a big tree. I was so tired, my knees still hurting. I sat in the grass, moved my arms around, and fell asleep. Entonces tú dime, ¿soy una máquina? ¿Soy humano? ¿O soy simplemente una trabajadora racializada?